All right, we are now officially live. Hello, Sean and Cindy. Good morning. Thank you all so much for joining us here. We are going to wait just about 30 seconds to a minute so we can start seeing that people are hopping on to our broadcast. And we're going to wait for comments that tell us that they can see and hear us. So we'll be good to go. Good morning, Elizabeth. Thank you for tuning in and watching us. We have an amazing lineup for you guys today. We have guests from L'Oreal, and we are so excited to have them here with us on our very Facebook Live broadcast. Very, very excited. I will introduce Sean and Cindy officially here in just a second, but we want to give everybody just a minute to hop on and see that we are live. Where are you guys joining us from this morning?
So I'm out of Cranberry, New Jersey.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so for me, I'm in Walton, Kentucky.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much again for joining us. Welcome, Facebook viewers. We are live again for another broadcast for a Thursday issue of Facebook Live. So thank you all and all of our loyal viewers that watch us and tune in every week at 9:30. We'll do this again next week. And we got a little bit of a late start this morning, but we got it all figured out. So thank you guys for sticking with us and tuning in. All right, Garrett says, good morning. We can see and hear you. Wonderful. You guys ready? Let's get started.
All right.
Okay, so my name is Haley Franklin, and I am a Youth Talent Development Specialist with the Kentucky Career Center for Northern Kentucky. And I'm honored to have this as part of my job. It's a little perk that I've obtained here with the circumstances we've been given in this crazy world right now. So I am honored to meet with employers every week and see what kind of roles that they're hiring for, especially this week with L'Oreal. So in our middle panel here, we have Mr. Sean Ensinger. He is the Senior EHS, which stands for Environmental Health, Safety, and Sustainability Manager. And then over here on our far end panel, we have Mrs. Cindy Fulmer, and she is the Senior HR Manager. So welcome, guys. Let's give them a little virtual round of applause for joining.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. All right, guys. So let's just jump right in and get started with our questions. Whoever wants to take this one, we'll go over the overview of the company.
Thanks, Cindy. Are you going to kick it off?
Sure. So thank you for having us, Haley. We really appreciate this opportunity to share L'Oreal with your Facebook followers. L'Oreal, as you know, is a major brand. We are unique in that we have many brands under the L'Oreal name, over 35. Across the world, we have over 80,000 employees. And our focus is to bring the best quality products to diverse consumers around the world. You'd be surprised that we are much more than a cosmetics company. As Sean's title shared with you, from a sustainability standpoint, it is a primary focus for us. We think about our company's purpose. We want to help create the beauty that moves the world. That's our tagline, is to create the beauty that moves the world. And when we think about beauty, it's universal and very personal. It's about self-confidence. It's about self-expression. It crosses all genders, races, and ethnicities, and it's about health and well-being. So beauty is a lot of large encompassing information. We develop and manufacture products such as Kiehl's, Maybelline, Carol's Daughter, Ralph Lauren, and CeraVe, among the other thousands of items that we produce. And it's our people that drive our business. Our core values are centered around ethics, sustainability, social responsibility, philanthropy, diversity, and inclusion. And we're excited because at L'Oreal, everybody has the opportunity to continue to grow themselves when they join us, from the role we're going to talk about today, all the way to what Sean and I are doing as senior managers within the L'Oreal organization. Our people at our distribution centers are the heart of what we do. And during the past, 6 months, 7 months, whatever it's been with COVID, it seems like it's endless.
Yes.
Our employees have been essential to ensuring that our consumers are getting what they need in order to feel beautiful inside and out. Sean's got more information as it relates to the Walton location that might help our viewers.
All right. So thanks again, Haley, for having us on today. I appreciate that. It's a great opportunity.
Yes, thank you so much.
So just a little more to expand on what Cindy told you, a little more specific to Walton. We are a distribution center. We opened in 2009, and we are very large. We are just under 700,000 square feet. So to put a little perspective around that, you could fit 15 full-size football fields in our building.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
So we distribute hair care products, shampoos, conditioners, hairsprays, things of that nature that you see when you go to the store. Our customers, about 40% is Walmart, but the big retailers, Target, CVS, Walgreens, and then Amazon. We continue to expand, with Amazon. So, and that's a big focus that we have right now. And then we have roughly about 75 employees on site in our Walton location here. And then one thing I want to stress, and I'm going to talk about a little bit more in a minute, it's a very safe and clean environment here at the distribution center. And again, I'll talk to that a little bit more in a minute.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for that overview, for the complete overview and the Northern Kentucky overview. I love that you guys broke that up. I appreciate it. Thanks. All right, so we will mosey right along here into the next question. What are the positions that you guys are currently hiring for?
So our primary position right now is our material movement specialist. As Sean said, we've got a very large facility, and with the changes that have taken place within the sales industry, moving to e-commerce and a variety of things, we're opening up a third shift in that facility. And so we're looking for people who are considering working in a hybrid role. This is a role where you'll spend a good portion of your day picking, replenishing cases, using new equipment in Walton. It's state-of-the-art automated picking equipment. It's a huge piece of equipment, and our goal will be that we have posted on your site a video that will display what that looks like in the near future. You'll also move to operating a forklift or other automated machinery and helping us make sure we're shipping the products to our customers. We will provide all the training. We will provide certification to help you become an expert in this environment. And in addition, we'll have you work in some of the order fulfillment areas as well as quality, because that is one of our sustaining foundations, is the quality of our product to our consumers. As Sean said, the safety of our teams is of utmost importance to us. So we'll also train you in all those protocols. Sean will take the lead in ensuring that when you enter our building, you are safe. And as you do your job, you are safe. The role that we're hiring for is great for a variety of the people in your audience. It could be somebody who's focusing on getting their degree on a part-time basis, looking to take a break from school based on what's been happening this year, or other obligations that might require them to be home during the day, but allow them to be out in the evening and take a shift that works 10 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. It's a challenging shift. It's an entry-level shift for that person who's looking to understand more about distribution, supply chain, and L'Oreal as a whole. We are more than cosmetics for women. We are looking at engineering. We have beautiful pieces of equipment that will stimulate the mind and the thinking. So it's a great opportunity for anybody who's looking for an opportunity within L'Oreal.
Amazing. Sean, did you want to touch on that a little bit, or did Cindy cover it all?
So yeah, I can. One thing I was going to touch on is kind of just give everybody a snapshot of what does a typical day here at L'Oreal Walton look like. So as Cindy mentioned, it's all about safety. All right. So we say at L'Oreal, it's a top value. Okay. It's not just a priority, because priorities change. It's a core value for us. And that's going to be evident from the moment that you arrive. Of course, we're maintaining all the COVID protocols. You'll have your your temperature checked. We'll provide you with a mask. And then we have all types of controls in place, social distancing. We're doing a heavy cleaning and sanitization of all the high touch areas. Just all kinds of controls that are built in place to make sure that you feel safe and healthy in our environment. So just to kind of, to walk you through a little bit. So after you kind of get into the building, then you're going to go out. And the first thing we're going to have you do is go through a warm-up routine. So we want to make sure everybody gets good and stretched out, prepare them for the tasks that they're going to be doing for the day. And we actually partnered with a team of ergonomists to customize a warm-up routine based on the specific task involved. And then you're going to, so as Cindy mentioned, we have a automated case picker robotic system here. And it's actually a goods to person system. And kind of where you'll come in is that you either be in the replenishment end of it. And if you're doing that, you're taking cases of product manually off a pallet and loading them into a crate. And so that's on what we call replenishment. And then on the picking side of it, you're just doing the reverse, taking the case of product out of the crate and then palletizing them for an order that's going to ship to our customer. And then just a couple things. We've taken a lot of consideration on ergonomics throughout the picking system, and a couple examples of that is in the ergonomic matting that we have at the workstations, overhead fans. We have lift tables. We also have turntables, and then the lifts that you're going to be doing are going to be under 20 pounds. So these workstations are really state of the art with all the ergonomic improvements incorporated. And then just one last point. We know that we can always get better at L'Oreal, and so we have a heavy focus on continuous improvement, and we really rely on all of our employees to give us their ideas, anything that they may see, that ways that we can improve our operations. So we have a couple of really easy ways. We have QR codes posted, a simple online form. You can use your phone, like just simple ways that we can get your feedback so that we can continue to improve.
I love that you value feedback. That's great from employees. It just shows that you truly care and that you value their opinion. So that's great.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So you guys touched on a couple of other questions that we're going to speak on, but I wanted to cover the pay ranges for the positions that you guys are hiring for.
So L'Oreal is very competitive in the market. We pride ourselves on being able to help our employees sustain their lives outside of L'Oreal. This position will start on third shift at $17.25 an hour. There's a shift differential of 75 cents an hour, so it brings you up to a base pay of $18 an hour. It also allows, we have all the benefits and everything associated with that. And I know we'll elaborate in a little bit on some of the more benefits, but that's the minimum for this position. And then as employees are with us, we do annual reviews and pay increases and extra profit sharing and items throughout the year that are some of those things that you can't see. So the intangible benefits we have quite well.
Wonderful. So if you guys are taking notes out there, $17.25 an hour, and then they also have a shift differential too. We will put that in the comments if you guys missed any part of the video later on for you to revert back to. So this question kind of differs from the qualification requirements, but I wanted to know if you guys have any special requirements that you're asking of applicants that are sort of out of the norm. Anything outside of qualification requirements. Do you have anything that you wanted to touch on here?
I think it's really not a qualification, it's more of a mindset. We want to make sure that the people we're hiring are well-rounded, that are engaging with each other. It's a connection kind of thing from the diversity, including disabilities. We have the ability to help people put themselves to work when they think that other locations won't. We have programs in place that allow us to monitor that, working with Sean. So it's a great opportunity for somebody who has not been welcomed in other workplaces to come give us a try.
That's great. Sean, did you have anything you wanted to add there on that, or did Cindy cover it?
No, I think like she said, it's really one thing. And I've been at the site here for just over 8 years, and it's really a team environment. And like she said, I mean, I personally think it's a wonderful environment. Again, to be a safety manager at a place like L'Oreal that really, really, really places safety first is just like it's like a dream come true for me.
That's amazing. And right here in your title.
Yeah, exactly.
You're passionate about it.
I am.
All right. So we talked about all of these questions leading up to the most important question, I think, for today is how to apply.
So all of our positions are posted on careers at the scanning across the bottom of your screen, careers.l'oreal.com. And you can find us on many search engines because L'Oreal, being the employer that it is, promotes as we post, it goes out to multiple numbers of other career sites. So it targets Indeed for one, also any diverse work groups, veterans administrations. I think we're even post to your sites at the career centers and the workforce administration. So if you search for L'Oreal and you search for jobs, you're going to find us.
Wonderful. With ours on Kentucky Career Center, we have it listed on our Facebook page as well, and it has a specific job ID number. So if you go on there and search, you can find it there as well. And let's talk about, so Sean kind of touched on this, and if you guys want to add anything else here, I wanted to ask, what is a day in the life like of an employee at L'Oreal for the roles that you're hiring for? And you kind of touched on it. Is there anything else you guys wanted to add there?
I mean, yeah, I think, for me, I think the big thing is just, is just coming in with an open mind. There is some elements of manual labor, but like I said, we've added a number of controls and ergonomics and, really fitted these workstations to, be well equipped. In fact, myself, all the managers here at the site have worked on the line quite a bit throughout the pandemic. So I have a good feel for it. And, but I think it's a great environment. I think, come in with an open mind. I think we have some wonderful opportunities here.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean. Now let's talk about, okay, so this is pretty important too. And if you guys are out there watching or taking notes, this will be really important for you. What are the qualification requirements that you guys have to become an employee at L'Oreal?
So for this position, we have some minimum requirements, and then we build on them based on the candidates. Our minimum requirements are a GED or a high school diploma. We need that as part of the growth opportunities within our organization. There is no bachelor's degree or any of that for this position. We're also looking for somebody with at least 1 year of work experience. It is not required to be in a warehouse environment. It is a benefit to somebody who's been in a warehouse environment. I will say that our Walton, Kentucky warehouse environment is phenomenal. It's very bright, it's open, it's clean. It's not like you would see the warehouse. It's probably one of the most pleasant warehouses to be involved with. They've even brought some greenery and outdoor inside. So it's a wonderful opportunity for somebody in that type of environment. I noticed a question about age. We do have a minimum age of 18, only because of the pieces of equipment that somebody would be utilizing. And so we need to align with the laws of when it comes to young workers. And we do require a clean drug test taken within 4 days of an offer, and a clean background check. And we look at background checks based on the individual. We don't have a giant folder that says if this person does this, then check, they're no longer of value to us. We look at them for the last 7 years. We take a close look to see what's on applies to the position before we make a decision on whether or not it's the right position fit for that person. And as Sean said, some sturdiness in the body. You're going to be lifting 20 pounds, maybe up to 30 pounds. So the ability to do that, and Sean and his team will demonstrate proper lifting techniques to ensure that nobody strains a back or pulls a leg muscle. So even if you've never done it before, it is something that you're quite capable of being able to do.
Awesome. Thank you for that overview, Cindy. Did you have anything you wanted to add here, Sean?
No, I think Cindy did a very good job of that overview. I really do. And like she said, we put a heavy focus on, ergonomics. I know I've probably mentioned that a few times now, but safe lifting, we do a heavy training. So, before you get out on the workstation, you're going to get a good training.
They'll feel prepared.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. Wonderful.
Absolutely.
All right, so we talked about qualification requirements, and here is a good chance to let me remind the viewers of, if you have any questions that you want to ask that you may have jumped in late, or maybe Cindy and Sean haven't touched on yet, go ahead and ask us those questions. We'll pick out a few here at the end to do a little question and answer session. To round out our questions here, guys, we will talk about, since we've already covered compensation, let's talk about benefits and resources. And I know that this list is huge. So let's talk about all of the great things that we have to offer.
I'll tell you, I've been in the human resources field in many companies for almost 3 decades. And when I joined L'Oreal, I was like, oh, because they're phenomenal benefits. L'Oreal very much appreciates its people and demonstrates that in every capacity it has. As most companies, we have a comprehensive we do have mental as well, medical, dental, and vision. So we take care of the whole person. We also have profit sharing. A lot of companies are getting away from that, but we have profit sharing at the end of each year. And it's an up to 3 weeks of pay based on how the company is doing. We have a 401k as well as a match. They match the first 4% that you put in. And then we have a pension plan, which is unheard of these days to have a full pension plan. And all of our employees are eligible for the pension plan.
Wow.
We have an unusual program called a concierge program. So many of us work various hours, and the concierge program can do things like pick your car up and take it to the service shop, wait for your car and bring it back to you, and it'll cost you $5. So it's like, they'll do things like pick up your dry cleaning and deliver it to you. If you need your dry cleaning done, they'll take it. All kinds of things that we have in the concierge program. We also, in keeping in line with trying to keep everybody healthy, we have gym memberships. So we have discounts through payroll deduction on various gyms throughout the country. A new program that was rolled out in 2018, and we're doing it again this year, is we're allowing our employees to purchase stock in L'Oreal at a discount. So every employee that's been with us for more than a year can purchase up to, I think it's 50% of their pay in stocks. So it's like you can really own L'Oreal, which is a great opportunity for us. We also have e-commerce stores for our employees, as well as some of our sites have on-site stores. So in Walton, we have a store in our Florence location, so our employees can go into Florence. They get $80 worth of free product every 2 months. It doesn't sound like a large number, but when you consider the products in our stores, in our company stores, are 50 to 70% off what you would pay in the retail outlet, it goes a long way. So that's a wonderful benefit.
Yes.
We have childcare benefits. So we work with an organization that helps us do not only childcare, but elder care, because we do have a sandwich generation going on that are taking care of their parents as well as taking care of children. So we have a backup care program where L'Oreal will pay for actually 10 days of childcare should you need emergency childcare. We have legal assistance. We have identity theft protection. We also have many benefits throughout the year. We do biometric skin screen testing. We've had people who have done that testing and actually have found melanomas and found them early on through that program. We have flu shots. So we're doing flu shots this year on site in a very safe way so that our employees can manage not having to go see their doctor or the hospital or Walgreens or CVS to get their flu shots. We also have a volunteer day where our entire company across the world on one day of the year goes out into our community and provides services to our communities. We feel that our communities are supporting us. It's our turn to turn back and support our communities. And we also have along with that, we give our employees an additional 8 hours in the year to go volunteer at their own organization. So if somebody is working, I have friends who go rock babies in the ICU. And so if they want to go spend 8 hours, take a day off from work and go spend that time in either a 4-hour or an 8-hour shift, they can go and rock babies for the day, and L'Oreal will pay them to do that. And the last one that we've been using a lot these days is our employee assistance program. L'Oreal offers an employee assistance program for anything from counseling sessions to financial guidance to mental health situations. It's a 24/7 nurse online that they can speak with. They pay for 8 visits. We're very, like I said, very much concerned about our employees and making sure they're taken care of from the inside out. So that's just a handful. It sounds like a lot. There are many more benefits. We give free product away throughout the year to our employees to recognize them. We have new product that gets generated and we test it with our employees. So it's an awesome. I've been here 5.5 years. Sean's 8 years. I mean, it's a phenomenal organization. We're very, very proud to be a part of it.
That's amazing. And it just shows the longevity that you guys have and that you value to stay in the company because they treat you so well. So my favorite thing that you mentioned is it's like where you can do community service for 8 hours of the day and something you're passionate about. That is so cool. I love that you can do something that you love and it's part of your work day. That's really neat. All right, guys. So we talked about benefits and resources, which is amazing. I mean, if you guys are taking notes, your hand probably hurts right now. So great. We talked about pay, and I wanted to mention that again. It's $17.25 an hour, and they have a shift differential also. And they're currently hiring for second and third shift. So before we take any questions, I wanted to remind everybody if they have questions or watch this video at a later time, they can always comment and we will respond and get back to you guys as soon as possible. Let's take a couple here. Anita, I think we already touched on this a little bit, but Anita has a question and I've tried to pop it up there on the screen. There it is. She wants to know if you have internships for high school students. And I know that you said you guys hire at 18. So as long as they're 18, Is that right?
18 and older. We don't have true internships for our high school students. We have internships for college level students, and for our employees who have a college level student, sophomore, we do a special program for them during the summer, but nothing yet for the high school student level.
Awesome. Thank you for answering that question, and thank you for asking, Anita. Anita works with the youth in our youth program here at the Kentucky Career Center, so that's why she was asking. I'm assuming for her customers as well. Let's see.
I will say, though, for the youth, Anita, if you want to reach out to myself, and hopefully Heather Langford is also supporting from an HR perspective, we would love the opportunity even just to share if you need speakers on behalf of what it takes to get into the workforce, what are we looking for to help them kind of mentor themselves. That would be a great opportunity we'd look into.
Absolutely. We would love to partner with that. We work with youth 16 to 24. We can help them with their soft skills, with communication, with what to wear to a job interview, things like that. And then on top of that, which we can talk about later, we have an amazing internship program where we partner together, like, for example, L'Oreal and the KCC, and we actually pay them to be an intern at your site. So we can definitely talk about those logistics later. Yeah, get their foot in the door, get them some experience. All right, so I just wanted to show this cool little comment that Garrett had here. He says that his brother-in-law has worked at L'Oreal for almost 20 years and loves it. He said it's a great company, great pay, and a great place to work. Awesome, Garrett.
Awesome, yeah.
All right. I don't see any other new questions flowing in. If anybody has any more, like I said, we'll get back with them, and I will touch base with you, Sean or Cindy, or also Heather, who I talked to yesterday. So we appreciate you guys for joining us today. Love the partnership and the opportunities that we're giving our Northern Kentucky viewers and our customers alike. So thank you guys again for tuning in. And thank you for spending your morning with me. I so very much appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Bye, Facebook. We'll see you next week, Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Have a great day, everybody.